my people. We're here again for day number 4 of our drawing challenge. Today is going to be kind of fun. We are focusing on favorite book characters. Now, if you have a hard time thinking about who your absolute favorite book character is, Dr. Seuss is a really fun one to focus on because he has a lot of great characters that are super simple but really fun to draw. Today, we're going to be focusing on doing what we call a negative portrait, which is where you take the most important features of the character and put them in around and on top of their face, but you avoid drawing the nose and the eyes in great detail because those are the most difficult parts to draw. So, Curly Fries, who did you pick to draw today?
Luna Lovegood.
Luna Lovegood from the Harry Potter series. So she's going to focus on drawing that, while I focus on drawing one of manga's most famous characters as far as TV shows are concerned right now. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my goodness. Have you noticed that it's kind of cold in here? I'm wearing a hat. It's snowing outside, and that makes me a little stir crazy, but we're going to make it happen. Anyway, manga, favorite character, Naruto, and I know that some of my students, Hey Colfax Tigers, are excited to see us draw that. So if you want to swing around here, no cheese, and come on over. The first thing we're going to do is make a really gentle and simple outline of the chin that curves all the way back up to about where the ears are. Now, I say really soft and gentle because I'm not going to keep this. I'm going to erase this later. But I need a good layout of where my whole face is. Now, the two things that I am going to draw for this character are his mouth and his headband on his face, right? And then we will finish with the hair. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick a spot to put his mouth and just draw a really simple line for his mouth, right? He kind of smirks sometimes when he's busy, so I gave him a little bit of mouth. Now, I'm going to go to where I know his eyes would be and go a little above that because I need to make sure to put his headband in the right place. And his headband is going to have a swirl in the center of it with a stick, and then it's got this little triangle piece that kind of makes it look like a bird's head on it. And then I'm going to add on both sides 3 little dots of the metal part of his headband. My students wear these all the time, so I've got this memorized. And then I'm going to pull it down and around to kind of make that metal block that sits on his headband. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a line straight across to show where the bottom of the headband is. And I'm going to start to tuck his hair in. So I've got a piece of hair here, and a piece of hair here, a big old piece of hair here. And I'm going to come back around all the way around his head, just giving him some fun spiky hair. This is kind of similar to like Bart Simpson or any of the other characters that you know of that have got really spiky hair, right?
Lisa.
Who?
Lisa.
Lisa, right? All the Homer kiddos have this. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of curve up and around with the headband to make sure we see where his hair finishes, and then come back across the top to show where the headband finishes, right? And so the thing I'm going to do now is erase his head and darken his mouth to make sure you know where his mouth is. Now, I feel like this is really bare bones. So the last thing I'm going to add is sometimes he's got these fun whisker lines happening, and that gives you the direction of where his cheeks are, where his mouth is, and then where his eyes would be, which was right above that. And his nose, which is hanging out in the center area right here. So again, a negative space drawing is super fun to do and way easier if you're worried about getting the eyes right and getting the nose right. I could come back later and add in some eyeballs and a nose if I really wanted to, but I'd have to go study the character a little bit more to know the way to draw those specific details for him. The 3 things I know that are going to stand out are his smile, which helps close off the bottom of his face, his headband, and his hair. Those are the 3 biggest things that stand out. Now, hey, you over there, can I see what you're doing? Ooh, so she's focused on the chin, making that shape, and then the sunglasses or the fun nargle glasses that she wears, right? What are they called?
Spectre specs.
Spectre specs. And then what kind of hair does she have when you're done with the glasses?
Like wavy hair, so almost like mine, but like less curly.
Cool. So the way you'll help to really show where her face is by bringing the curls up and then pulling them down and around that chin line, and then erasing the chin line completely. Mm-hmm. And the last thing you'll have to add is probably the mouth. So I'm excited to see her working on the swirls and the glasses because they're pretty crazy fun glasses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll go through and add the hair next. So let's make sure you get the hairline up top. Yep, and curly, bumpy fun. And it comes all the way down, and it kind of can curve around and come back to her chin line. Ooh, you even got the hair going around her glasses. I like it.
This is more like a me hair. Then
It's a big pile of curls, right? Not specific curls.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a-okay. And then the last thing you'll have to add is a nice little smile. I'm gonna pull your curls out of the way of our viewers seeing the curls you're drawing.
And
the cute little mouth. I really like it that you two choose to draw things differently from me, because then it shows how you would draw the thing you want to draw and how I would draw the thing I want to draw. Yeah. So with that, thank you for joining us today for day number 4 of your favorite book character. We will see you tomorrow and later on today for some origami fun. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. We'll see you later.